Take 67.
Okay.
Take 30.
In this video, we're going to talk about Troy's perspective on Zorn's birth and his experiences through our second home birth. So let's get to it.
Right. So this time around, this was completely different for me. When she woke me up around 1?
Probably like 12:30.
12:30, 1 o'clock.
Maybe even closer to midnight, actually.
I was so out of it. I had no idea what was really going on because when we had gone to sleep, nothing was happening. Then all of a sudden, she's waking me up. I'm freaking out right now because I'm getting contractions and I had absolutely no clue. I'm trying to calm her down because her emotions were on a level 10. She was shaking, she was panicking. And for me, I have to stay cool, calm, and collective because if I'm freaking out, she's definitely going to be freaking out. I'm trying to keep her calm and just let her know that everything's going to be all right. Even if something was to happen without Shanna being here, that I would be able to handle the situation. Once I got her to finally calm down and feel a little bit more relaxed, I started filling up the birth pool because it takes some time to fill up. So once I got that going, I went and I started making all of the phone calls, started calling the midwife, and I started calling the photographer, and I also had to go downstairs and wake up her mom, and then I also had to call my mom to get them all moving and grooving on over this way. I start setting up all of the snacks and making the coffee, and I had put out a sign. It was kind of just be funny so that when everybody started coming into the house that they would be more relaxed and calm, get a good laugh coming into the door rather than feeling tense and like I don't know what I'm about to walk into. Christine and I, we always try to keep it fun and we always try to laugh through the pain. So that's what I wanted to happen coming in, was everybody just have a good laugh.
How were you feeling when my contractions started to slow down and space out?
Right. So that was a very difficult time because I didn't want her to get so discouraged that, you know, everything just completely stopped in general. I was just trying to stay positive and keep things light and funny, so that's why I started putting on different types of music to keep her upbeat and happy, even though inside I was like, man, you know, I hope that this is really it, and that we didn't call everyone over here for no reason.
Yeah, because I just kept saying that.
Yeah.
Didn't I? Yeah, I just felt like it was a false alarm, and we dragged everybody out of bed for no reason.
Yeah, she kept saying that a lot. Like, but I had to keep, you know, letting her know that even though we called everybody over, you know, that is their job. That, you know, they had to come over, and it's better to have them there than not have them at all. So it was the right call.
He just took a while to come out. That's all.
Yeah.
While I was in labor, you came upstairs and basically told everybody to get out. Why did you do that?
Right.
Okay, maybe you didn't. You didn't say get out. You were nice about it.
I was nicer about it, right. Well, I had been downstairs talking with Shanna, the midwife, and she had said to me that maybe if we were to change the environment, that things would get going again. So after our dance party ended and
Dance party.
I had to come up and I had to ask my mom and her mom to go downstairs and so we can put on calming music, so we could turn the lights down low, really set the mood.
Oh yeah.
It would help her body to start to naturally progress. It definitely did work. We noticed the contractions starting to pick up and really get a little bit more intense for a little bit. It was nice because you were starting to see change happening and you were getting excited, like, all right, it's time.
I was not getting excited.
I was getting excited because, you know.
I was getting scared.
Not me that much.
Pain to come.
Once her body started to progress and the contractions started to pick back up, then the kids started waking up for the day. And that's when everything started to get really discombobulating.
Chaotic?
Chaotic? Yeah, chaotic. My mom is trying to help. Her mom's trying to help. I'm trying to help.
I'm trying to have a baby.
You know, my mom and her mom are downstairs making breakfast for the kids, and I'm upstairs trying to do everyone's hair and get everyone's teeth brushed, and started getting pretty out of control because I'm in the back of my head, I'm thinking, all right, how's she doing in there? Is everything all right? Because she was sitting down with the photographer and they were just having a conversation about birth and labor, and they were talking about the difference between home birth and hospital births. As I was doing Zayden's hair, I get a text message from her saying, "Where are you?"
Yeah, and what was your reaction to that?
I immediately knew that something serious was going on because that's such a generic question, and I'm thinking, that's all she could get out, so something has to be happening. So I just stop what I'm doing. I just rush in there, and nobody's in the bedroom. I notice that she's in the bathroom. So I knock on the door, and I peek in. I see her holding on to the corner of the shower, having a contraction. And I am just like, is everything all right? Because I could see at this point that it was starting to get more serious since the last time I seen her about 10 minutes ago. She gets into the shower and I just sit on the ground and I hang out with her. And we're just talking and she's having more and more contractions. So we can definitely see that things are starting to pick up. When she gets out of the shower, that's when it really hits her. She gets a really tough one. She grabs onto the towel rack and she grabs onto me and it is just bearing down. She feels like he's really about to come right then and there, and I'm freaking out inside because I don't want this baby to just plop out.
Just me and you in the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
By ourselves.
That wouldn't be good. So we wait for the contraction to stop and I kind of rush her along into the bedroom, and she's really freaking out at this point because she can feel that it's definitely time for this baby to...
He's making his appearance, whether
he's
ready
coming.
Or not.
He
Here
was
I
coming.
come.
Yeah. Once she gets down on the bed, another contraction starts. I wanted to go down and I wanted to get Shanna and everyone and have them start coming upstairs because I wasn't ready to give birth to the baby on the bed and they were downstairs, so I was like, I'm just gonna go get them. It just wasn't happening. She did not want me to leave her side.
Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me.
So I'm trying to calm her down, and I'm like, shh, just trying to ease her into this. And she just starts yelling at me because
He's shushing me.
I wasn't trying to tell her.
Stop shushing me. What are you shushing me for?
But I wasn't trying to tell her. I wasn't trying to tell her to be quiet. I was just trying to comfort her. And at that point in time, all I knew to say was, shh. So it did not work out very well for me. I am getting yelled at because I'm telling her.
First I'm like, don't leave me. Now I'm like, stop shushing me and leave me alone.
It wasn't good. Because she was being so loud, everyone comes barging in and they say, sounds like a baby's being delivered in here. We're like, yep, I think it's time.
Yeah.
The baby's definitely coming.
He's coming.
Once the contraction eased off, we were able to quickly transition into the pool. This time, I didn't really know what to do because last time she wanted me more hands-on, and this time I was definitely more hands-off because she was such a champion during birth and she knew exactly what she needed to do and she could really understand her body's cues. I was just there for moral support, so it was nice kind of being more hands-off and watching her just take control of the situation.
Okay, so I have to ask you, what was it like watching birth happen?
It was definitely more interesting this time around. Watching, because like I said, she was able just to take control. Watching her move her body in ways to allow Zoran to come out more naturally, it was pretty cool and it was interesting. being that I was behind her and the position that she was in, I couldn't really see too much. It was nice watching her be more hands-on as well. You know, she could feel the hair, she could feel his head, she could feel his shoulders and everything transitioning out, and it was really cool, and I liked it, just encouraging her and watching her take control. After Zoran came out, it was so close to time for the kids to get on the bus that we were kind of like, oh, do we have them come up real quick? Like, what do we do? What do we do? So I had yelled down to have them hurry up and come up and just see real quick before we had to hurry up and rush them out of the door, which it was really nice to have that happen because they were able to leave the house knowing that A, their mom was alright, and B, their new brother was born and he was healthy and they got to see him. So now they could go to school and they could tell all their friends, like, my mom had her baby this morning, I got to see it before I left. So I thought that was really nice to have happen.
Did you feel more equipped for home birth this time around versus last time around?
Yes, 100%. Last time I wasn't against it, but I wasn't really for it either because there's so many factors that are unknown. But once you get to meet the midwife and once you see how everything starts to happen, you just feel way more calm and comfortable with the situation. Knowing that everything is in God's hands and that He equipped Shanna with such an amazing ability to deliver babies and to stay calm through it all. She really is an amazing woman, and we're so thankful that she was able to help us out, be a part of it with us. I'm 100% team home birth from now on. If there is any more in our future, I 100% would do home birth. Hospital births suck. From a father's perspective, you have to sleep on a chair that converts into a couch that isn't comfortable at all. They don't really feed you, and you have people coming in all of the time to check on the mom, to check on the baby, to check on the other person just checking. It's very annoying, and all you really want to do is spend time with your new family member, and you want to make sure that you have that opportunity to bond with them. And plus, I got to sleep in my own bed. I got to cook my wife a good breakfast and myself a good breakfast as well. Having a home birth is just all around a more comfortable environment to bring a child into.
I agree with that. Did you hear what he said about having more babies? Just want to make sure everybody heard that. You're the best.
Right. I hope everyone enjoyed hearing this from my perspective and having the opportunity to share it with you. It was fun.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
See you in my next video.